Welcome to another 6x9 Storyteller episode. Please subscribe and give me a like and share my video if you're enjoying them. Wannabe real estate mogul gets locked up, checks voicemail. Around 10 years ago I was on business in a mid-sized city in the US Midwest, where I happened to have a few friends from earlier in my life. I took a friend who we shall call Jay out to an Irish pub for some drinks. This pub isn't downtown, but it's in kind of a hip, upscale outdoor shopping area that is known for containing upper middle class douchebags and the stores they frequent. Note that Jay is a woman and I'm a guy, and we are just friends. This becomes important. We sat at the bar. Next to us was a man with a girl on either side of him. They were very hot and dressed very revealingly. He was quite drunk, and our seats were not yet warm when he looked at me and said, "Taking the lady out, huh? I'm celebrating. Let's do a shot." He gave me a business card. Jay and I introduced ourselves to the guy and his companions. Fearing that correcting him on the date night comment will ruin what could be a night full of free booze, we accepted and drank said shot. Big mistake. I turned back to talk to my friend, but my guy kept engaging us, calling my name, talking about how successful he is, asking about my work, etc., etc., etc. It became evident that we are in the presence of one of the douchebags that this area of town is known for. Great. Since he'd just bought us free alcohol, I turned to him and politely asked what we are celebrating. Dude took that as license to reveal his complete douchery at the drop of a hat. First he flashed a wad of cash and then he said, "I just made a lot of money." I congratulated him and tried to turn around and spend time with Jay. He would not let it go, kept calling my name, asking me about work, bragging about money, and had the audacity to say, "I bought you a drink so you have to talk to me for a bit." It was at this point I decided to knock the guy down a few notches. So I turned back around and I asked him how he made so much money today. He said, "I'm a real estate investor." I said, "Oh, so you sold some inventory?" He said, "No, I just bought a few more units." So I said, "Well then you haven't made any money at all yet, have you? You just expect to. You actually either just lost some cash today and are less liquid than you were this morning, or you increased your debt and that's about it. You haven't made shit, Amirite?" The girls kinda laughed at him and he sheepishly said, "Yeah, I guess." And for the KO I said, "Also, what does the wad of money have to do with buying real estate? Do you just like to flash wads of cash to impress women? Does that work, ever? Now leave me and my friend alone." Then I took $40 out of my wallet and told the bartender to remove my shots from his tab and keep the change. Well, this made our very drunk new friend very angry. He yelled "fuck you" to me and ran out of the bar, trying to escape his tab. Well, this asshole didn't think it through because he left his credit card with the bartender. So the bartender, realizing he has a good tipper in front of him and that he won't have a short till at the end of the night, just shrugged and we let it be. The female companions, who revealed themselves to be pros, shocker, left. I looked at the now empty seats and see that dipshit also left his laptop bag. We ordered a couple more shots and a couple pints. 10 minutes later a new patron came in and asked the bartender if he knew there was a man outside pissing on all of the door handles. Super gross. Guess who it was? The bartender vaulted the bar and cleared it by a good foot in one of the most casually athletic feats I've ever seen. I didn't even see his hand touch the bar. It was incredible. There's something about pissed off Irishmen that turns them into fucking superheroes. Anyway, the bartender grabbed the laptop bag, took it outside and started beating the shit out of Mr. Real Estate with it. Then after the pissing stopped, the bartender threw the bag into the street. Our mogul grabbed his laptop, got into his car, did a burnout around the corner and yelled "fuck you" out his window to all of us. Unfortunately a police car was parked in the intersection. The cop turned on his lights and without moving more than 10 feet pulled this guy over and gave him a DUI. This guy literally got a DUI in the crosswalk of the intersection he burned out around. So we laughed, pointed and ridiculed him, because we are considerate. Now this particular city has really strict DUI laws and they wouldn't release you until you went in front of a judge, which couldn't happen until you dried out for 24 hours. Note that this event happened on a Thursday night, which meant bro is now staying in the drunk tank until Monday late morning, at the earliest. So I did what any petty human would. I gave his work and mobile numbers from his business card to all my friends and told them what happened. One of them put it on CL and within half an hour this guy's work voicemail and mobile voicemail were full of prank calls. Fake lawyers, fake priests, fake escorts, you name it. They blanketed him. I finished the night with Jay, gave her a hug goodbye, went to my hotel, slept like a baby, and led a great meeting the next day. It brought me joy to think that this guy had to get out of the drunk tank and relive his bad decisions as he filtered through voicemail after voicemail of prank calls telling him what a shit person he was.